Imagine spending 125 minutes fighting for the biggest win of your country's World Cup. You're just seconds away from knocking Belgium out. Your fans are already celebrating. Your bench is already dreaming about the next round. Then, the referee starts walking, not toward the players, but toward a tiny TV screen. 7 long minutes later, Senegal's World Cup dream is over. Belgium celebrated. Senegal players stood frozen, wondering how everything changed in just 7 minutes. And millions of football fans immediately started asking the same question. Was this the greatest comeback of the World Cup, or the biggest VAR controversy? Today, we're rebuilding this entire match, from the very first whistle to the very last kick. Because this story isn't just about one penalty. It's about how one match went from completely finished to absolute chaos. And trust me, the ending is even crazier than the title. Before kickoff, almost everyone expected Belgium to control this game. Bigger names, more experience, more pressure. Senegal, most people thought they'd spend the night defending. Instead, they came out swinging. From the very first minute, Belgium couldn't breathe. Every loose ball, Senegal won it. Every counterattack, Belgium scrambled back. Every sprint made the crowd even louder. It felt less like Belgium were playing football and more like they were trying to survive it. Then, minute 24, Sadio Mane curls a dangerous cross into the box. Ismaila Sarr flies through the air. Header. Bang. Off the post. For one split second, everyone stops. Except one man. Habib Diarra reacts first. One touch. Goal. 1-0 Senegal. For a few seconds, Seattle sounded more like Dakar. And Belgium suddenly have a problem. Not because they were losing, but because they had absolutely no answer. The first half continues. And Senegal keep coming. One attack. Then another. Then another. Belgium couldn't escape. Belgium finally hear the halftime whistle. The halftime whistle finally arrives. And Belgium almost look relieved. Because somehow, they're only 1 goal behind. They still have 45 minutes to fix everything. Unfortunately for them, the nightmare is only getting started. Second half, Belgium need a response. Instead, Senegal score again. A long ball drops behind the defense. Ismaila Sarr controls it perfectly. One touch. Another touch. Courtois rushes out. Too late. Goal. 2-0. If football had a game-over screen, this would have been the moment it appeared. Belgium players start arguing. Passes stop connecting. Confidence disappears. Even Kevin De Bruyne, one of Belgium's biggest stars, gets substituted before the hour mark. Nobody expected that. It feels desperate. On the other side, the Senegal fans are loving every second. Every tackle gets louder cheers. Every clearance feels like another step toward history. The clock keeps ticking. 60 minutes. 70 minutes. 80 minutes. Belgium still haven't found an answer. And then, football did what football always does. It refused to end quietly. With just 5 minutes left, everything changes. 86th minute. Belgium finally find a breakthrough. Thomas Meunier fires the ball across the box. Romelu Lukaku is waiting. One touch. Goal. 2-1. For the first time, Belgium suddenly have something they haven't had all night. Hope. Senegal don't panic. Not yet. There are only a few minutes left. Just keep the ball. Just survive. But football doesn't care about your plans. 90 minutes. Stoppage time. Belgium launch one last attack. The cross floats into the box. Yuri Tielemans attacks it. Header. Goal. 2-2. In just 3 minutes. In just 3 minutes. 90 minutes of Senegal's hard work disappear. The Senegal fans fall silent. The Belgian fans lose their minds. A match that looked over is suddenly starting all over again. Extra time. Most matches end with a winner. This one ended with an argument. Now, nobody is thinking about beautiful football anymore. Every player is exhausted. Every sprint hurts. Every tackle matters. One mistake, and your World Cup is over. Minute after minute, both teams keep fighting. One chance. Blocked. Another chance. Saved. Another attack. Cleared. The clock keeps ticking. 110, 115, 120. Penalty shootout is only seconds away. Or at least, that's what everyone thought. Then, everything changes. A loose ball drops inside Senegal's penalty area. Chaos. Bodies everywhere. Lamine Camara throws himself into a last-second challenge. Tielemans goes down. The referee looks and waves play on. No penalty. Belgium complain. Senegal celebrate. The game continues. Then, a voice speaks into the referee's earpiece. Possible penalty. Check complete. The stadium freezes. Players stop running. Fans stop singing. Nobody knows what's happening. The referee walks toward the monitor. The entire stadium watches. In complete silence. Every second feels painfully slow. Every replay creates even more questions. 7 minutes. Imagine pausing the biggest match of your life. For 7 whole minutes. Then, the referee turns around and points to the spot. Penalty. Instant chaos. Senegal players rush toward the referee. Belgium players celebrate before the kick is even taken. Half the stadium is screaming. The other half can't believe what they're seeing. Here's where the debate begins. Belgium argued that Lamine Camara made contact with Tielemans inside the box. Senegal argued he reached the ball first, and any contact afterwards wasn't enough for a penalty. The referee reviewed the challenge several times. VAR agreed there was enough contact, so the original decision changed. That's why this moment exploded across social media. Some fans called it the correct decision. Others called it the biggest robbery of the tournament. And the debate still hasn't stopped. 125th minute. Yuri Tielemans places the ball on the penalty spot. One kick. To complete one of the greatest comebacks in World Cup history. One whistle. One run up. One shot. Runs forward. Shoots. Top corner. Goal. Belgium 3. Senegal 2. From 2 goals down. To the round of 16. Belgium explode with joy. Senegal collapsed to the ground. So, was Senegal robbed? Or did VAR simply do its job? Here's the reality. This is why football creates debates that last far longer than the final whistle. One decision. 2 completely different opinions. The referee believed it was a penalty. VAR agreed. Senegal didn't. And millions of fans still can't decide who's right. Now it's your turn. If you think it was the correct penalty, comment penalty. If you think Senegal were robbed, comment robbery. I'm genuinely curious to see what football fans think. Because this debate is far from over.